what is the most difficult thing you have to learn to do when you become a leader of a company or when you scale your company? It's to say no. And
Yeah.
that kind of cultural environment gives you a framework to say no. So if you've got a clear purpose, the purpose is why your company exists.
Yeah.
In my case, at the time, I was not arty. My purpose was more about survival when I was turning around. But
Yeah.
if I had to be honest and say, if I had to do it again, I would say my purpose was to create a business model that generated a steady income for the millions of Chinese farmers who've been whiplashed for 40 years in the different reforms of the communist government. And
Yeah.
this is something that goes well beyond the profit. Of course, I have to make money, but by being the guy who buys lettuce every day, because I had to make lettuce every day for KFC and McDonald's,
Yeah.
I'm providing them a model that allows them to not depend on the fluctuation, the boom and bust of the wholesale market. So
Yeah.
that if I had to say it again, it's much easier for employees to rally around a purpose like that, because in China, everybody is one or two generation away from grandparents or parents who were farmers.
Yeah.
So they're very close to the ground, to the soils, to the life at the farm, much more than we are here in the West. So that's something that resonates for people. They say, okay, this company is going to help whoever, my uncle, cousin, grandfather, great grandfather, make more money because they're providing a sustainable and enduring business model. The core value, I talked about it, helps you to dismiss people who are toxic in your organization or hire people who meet your core value. And the third leg of that culture is a very clear vision, some sort of a North Star, so that everybody's now. What's left to do as a leader is that when you've got a complex project that comes in that the salespeople want to push forward, the three questions I always asked was, does it further our purpose? Is it in line? Does it help keep growing the income of our farmers?
Yeah.
Two, is it in line with our core values? Are we doing something that is against our core values? Third, does it help us progress to our 10-year vision? And if the answer is no to that, it's much easier for the people to accept, and you get a much higher level of commitment on the execution of the decision you've made than if you just single-handedly decide, nah, that's not what we're going to do because I am the CEO and you've got to listen to me. So
Yeah.
I always try to ask these three questions, and it allowed people. So that's a very practical first step to create that culture, that vulnerability-led company. You still have to hold people accountable down the road, but that's a good start.